a little bit different from most other tournaments in bowling. Everybody was given one lane to bowl on. That is your starting lane. At least for the beginning, the first portion of our event, you're going to stay on that lane throughout your entire practice session. We're going to give each team, or all members on your team, 10 minutes of practice to start on your starting lane. After that, we will start everybody at the same time. But in the elimination part of the tournament, the purpose is to try to knock down as many as you can so that you are not the low person out there. That is the way that it works. Okay? So for now, the lanes are going to be turned on. You're going to get 10 minutes of practice, and then we will hold everyone up right after that. Please hit the red button on your console so that you can start your practice.
Here we go.
And as you're in practice, if you are interested, boys and girls, we have Rita's Ice, we have Rita's and Light Liberty. Please come over behind lane 18 and 19 and help yourself to a free cup of Rita's Ice.
All right. So practice underway. We'll get to the elimination portion of this Parker Bohn III Scholarship Tournament, where all these players are going to have one ball at a time to take a chance to try to take down some additional scholarship money. And then we'll get to the trios portion of our event. You'll be able to watch these young players bowl 6 games of trio bakers. They'll stay on the same pair of lanes, so unlike if you were watching us earlier today, and the bowlers are moving from pair to pair, they will stay on the same pair of lanes to bowl their 6 baker games. And their lineups will rotate each game. We'll talk about that a little bit more once they get into that portion of the tournament. About 7 minutes of practice remaining here. We'll give you some updates from earlier today on the first 2 rounds of qualifying in just a few minutes. So the format for the Eliminator coming up is pretty easy, and I'm sure you'll hear Parker talking over the PA system. Might be a little tough to hear. We don't have a direct line into the PA. But basically every bowler on the pair will get up, and for the first round, whoever has the lowest count and ties is eliminated. And we keep going all the way through with all the bowlers in play until we're down to our final bowler. We'll take home that Eliminator championship and some scholarship money. They'll announce those scholarship prize amounts during the rounds of competition, once we get to a point where it's low enough in bowler count that scholarship prizes can start being paid. So about 3 minutes of practice left, some announcements of Parker, and then we'll be underway with the Eliminator. And we'll get you through all the pairs as we go through. If you're looking for a particular player, because we're going to be bouncing around here in the Strike Central feed all night, if you're watching us on the Justin Bohn page and you're looking for a particular player, your best bet of doing that is click on that link in the description underneath the video you're watching, where it says all pairs in play with ambient audio available to watch on the Parker Bohn III Scholarship Tournament YouTube page. You click on that link, right click on it, because that'll do the open on a new tab, because otherwise they'll just take you there and then you lose the Strike Central feed. Because I'm sure we'll have guests come in. We had Parker come in earlier today to chat. We had Chuck Gardner to come in to chat. We'll have some other notables as well coming in during that trios sweeper tonight. So you can keep us on here in the Strike Central, even if it's just for the audio, and then follow your favorite player on their pair through our pair feeds on the Parker Bohn III Scholarship YouTube page. We'll turn this over to Parker Bohn, about 90 seconds of practice, and then Parker will take over with the announcements. All right, here is the first round of the Eliminator underway. Really, we're just going to be bouncing around a little bit here. Watch some players. Yeah. Really, you get out of this first round. If you get 8, you're fine.
I will bet you anything you make. I guarantee you make it.
It's all fun and games till someone gets eliminated, but also something tells me it's going to take 5 or less to get eliminated in this first round. So there we go. Parker just said 7 is low to this point. There you go. There's 10 down. Well, there's a 7 count. Now, lane 25. That might not be enough to keep that player in the competition. Well, here we go. This is our last shot of round 1. And that bowler will advance in the round 2.
Everybody, that is the way that each round will work. Obviously, things will move along a little quicker once we get used to this. But in the first round, unfortunately, we had a 5 count. That 5 count is now going to become a spectator. So we are sorry, but 5 and lower, you have been eliminated. Please recycle your machines. Bowler number 1, get up for round number 2. Get up and take your shot.
Here we go. Round number 2. I said the action fast and furious. Names are a little passing right now. But hey, better to protect those that are eliminated early. You at home might know some of these players. And once again, if you're looking to follow your favorite player all night long, click on that link if you're watching us on the Justin Bohn YouTube page. And that'll take you to the Parker Bohn landing page, and you can watch that favorite pair all evening long. All right, Mackenzie, you ready for your time in the spotlight? We'll give you a set. That's what you get for sitting next. No, I'm kidding. Just kidding. I like messing around with people that sit next to me and also just hand them a headset. Okay, you ready to start talking? And they all look deer in headlights kind of thing. Have you gotten 2 strikes so far? Yeah. There we go. See? It's easy. You guys will end up winning the trio. You keep throwing strikes, your team will win that trios. No problem. Waiting on the end of round 2 here. I bet you it's at least 7 this time that gets eliminated. It's going to be pretty good after we get 5 or 6 rounds deep in this eliminator because the pin counts start becoming necessary. Parker will start laying it in there, or also you need an 8 to move on or a 9 to move on. So round 2 in the books. All right, no pressure, but I'm putting the cameras on 9 and 10 and 11 and 12. So no pressure when you step back up. The entire bowling world will be watching your pairs of lanes. Well, Brayden should have this down. Brayden's bowled a couple of squads already. That name looks familiar. So if he doesn't at least get 9 here. He's in 3rd right now with his qualifying score, plus 57. Well, there's 10. So you got to pick Brayden here on 9 and 10 as one of the favorites in this eliminator. Now let's see what Mackenzie Smolnick can do here on lane 9. Mackenzie sitting in the middle of the pack after her qualifying effort earlier today in the 18U division for the girls. Look at that, 3 in a row. Beautiful toss by Smolnick. And we saw Angelo Galfaro here. We saw him, he's coming up on lane 9. We saw Angelo have a good run. Had the front 6 in a game earlier today before getting stopped by a 4-9. Angelo currently sitting in 10th after the first 2 squads in the 18U boys division, so he may need some help to see competition on Sunday. And he may just stay in with taking that 8-pin out late. And here we go. Into round 4. Let's take a look here on, we'll stay on this pairing for the moment. We'll go on 11 and 12 here. What do we got? We got Duran leading things off here on 12. Nope, that's not Duran. Must be out. Sim, so Duran must be out already. Sim with a quality toss. There's Bacino. Yeah, that's going to need some help with 7. Oh, so that was the end of, pardon me, that was the end of round 3. one pair to catch up here. That's on 25 and 26.
Bowler number 1, you are going to get up. This round here is a minimum of 8. You need 8 pins to advance.
Parker's not messing around this year. We're only 3 rounds in, and he's already going, all right, we've already three rounds for you guys. Let you get the bat counts out of the way. Now you need 8 or more to stay in, so we can see mass eliminations coming in. Oh! We've got some eliminations coming in mass. Not a surprise. With the 8 or more, I think the palms are going to be getting a little sweatier for some of these young players. Sometimes knowing what you need is worse than having to strike. Oh, you only need 8. Well, you start thinking about it a little bit more, and you can't be defensive in bowling. You start getting defensive in bowling, and yeah, you're going to get yourself into a world of hurt in a hurry. You've seen quite a few players go out with this. Oh, there's another one, bites the dust. If I can afford the royalties, play that every time somebody gets 7 or less right now. Oh, another one bites the dust. And another one down. You heard it now. Minimum of 9 here in round 5. You see the sighs of relief as bowlers come off the lanes with their 9 or more. You see the look of heartbreak on the players getting 8 or less. Gotta get 9. I'm seeing some 8s. I'm seeing some heartbreak. Can't be heartbroken for too long, though. You're going to have to get yourself refocused, as we're going to have our trio sweeper coming up as soon as this eliminator is complete. It's amazing how much pressure these young players have to deal with on just one ball. And it's what the players put for pressure on themselves. Waiting on some lane re-racks. There's a 7 count. Over on lane 16, that's another player that's been eliminated.
Now for the next round. On your own pair of lanes, the next round, we are going to switch. So you are now going to bowl on the odd lane if you were even, and you're going to bowl on the even lane if you were odd. Go to the opposite lane.
That's nice, Parker. Throw that switch in there.
We go back to low ball for this round. Low ball.
Keeping the kids on their toes. Way to go, Parker. Back to low ball. All these kids thought they were going to have to get up and go to a new lane. Well, they got some practice on it during the 10 minutes of practice. They thought they were going to have to jump over and try to get 9 or better. Now it's just low count and ties will be out. Oh, no. Just had a bowler go out, stuck at the foul line. I'm not sure if it was a problem with the sliding sole or what may have happened. But 0 is going to be out this round. We're going to leave that bowler unidentified for their own protection. They seem to be okay. They're smiling about it, so we'll just let them go. And even Parker's only mentioning the bowler by name. That's very nice of Parker to do. Not like anybody can't go in the archives later on and go ahead and watch the bowler eat the lane practically. I could clip that and put it on social media later on, TikTok and that kind of thing. Maybe I'll have to see him. Hold on. Bowler that I'm not going to name. So how much are you going to pay me to keep that off social media? She's going to go home and clip it herself and then throw it out there. She'll be on YouTube as soon as she gets home tonight. Oh, they're all recording, yes. Oh, yeah. You're thinking, yeah, they can watch themselves on YouTube. Yeah. Right down and boom. Well, nobody's tied at 0 yet, so unfortunately it's just going to be a single bowler out this round. I don't usually root against people, but I was rooting for the tie at 0. I mean, when it happens so early in the round, you kind of hope that it's just not the only person to go out. Yeah, baby, back to 9. You got your one shot. Make your adjustment here in round 7. And you got to get 9. That's not going to get you there. It's here Mel Sim on lane 11. Oh, my. A young man that's going to the PBA Junior National Championships finds his way out of the competition. A lot of the favorites dropping early here inside of Howell Lanes. We may have an entire lane eliminated here. We had 2 bowlers go down in lane 11. And they're out of the competition. Let's get over there. As last player standing for this team with Jonathan Durand. Mel Sim already out. Anthony already out. It's up to Durand to keep his team in. Needs at least 9. And he gets it, so there's 1 player left on that lane. That's half the excitement. Just waiting on our last players in round 8 to finish. Pardon me, that was round 7. This is round 8. Parker keeping it tough. I don't think we have any pairs left with all 3 players. Quite a few 1s, a couple of 2s. I don't think we have any pairs fully eliminated as of yet, but it's getting close. Lots of 1s and 2s out there. Well, crossing over for the 9. Got to get a couple of lanes to reset here before those final competitors will take place here in round 8. Well, there we go. We've paired about 2/3 of the field out in 8 rounds.
Okay, everybody, please go back to your lanes. Go back to your original starting lane.
Yeah, baby.
And the low ball will be eliminated.
All right, giving them 1 chance to adjust again.
Ball number 1.
Parker being kind-hearted for the moment.
Ball is eliminated.
Oh, there's a 7 count. That may be your man out. Something tells me 7 and ties. Here in round 9. Could be problematic. And you know,
Please recycle your machines. Right now, low is 7. Bowler number 2, please get up and make your shot.
I don't think we have any bowler number 3s to go. Just bowler number 2s here and there. There's a strike. There's a strike. Everywhere's a strike at the moment. That may be the last shot of the round. There's 8. And that should be enough to get that.
Like low is 7. Is there any lane with 3 bowlers?
No, we do have a lane with 3 players left. That's surprising. Down here on 25 and 26 and on 29 and 30, there's a couple of pairs of 3. There you go. Player feeling it.
Okay, 7 has been eliminated.
Here comes
Bowlers, please recycle your machines. Once again,
going back to 9.
low ball is out.
Oh, staying with low ball. Parker being kind for another round. Got to be getting close to the cashing numbers. Got another 7 count down the way. 7 count just got swept away on lane 22. There's 9. There's 10. There's another 10 on the left side of your screen. Just have a couple bowler number 3s here. There's one of them. Oh! Is that 6? No, it's 7. Either way, he's done for. There's 9, that's enough. Into round 11. Round 11, keeping a low ball. Got to be getting close to that cash number. When Parker's lowballing it, he doesn't want too many people eliminated at once. So I guarantee you it's close to who's going to get a check sent to their scholarship account. See what Cunningham can do here. Quality toss, Dominguez as well. Ooh, this could eliminate a lot of people. And a little more pressure on these second bowlers here, knowing that the number is currently 9. There's 10 there. Lots of 9s I see going around. Oh, there's a 6 down on lane 16. There's that great or big 4. There's a big strike.
Okay, everyone has gone that round. All of you that got 9 that round, once again, you've got another young lady to put on your Christmas card list. She's got 6.
11 rounds in,
So please recycle your machines, everybody.
and we've weaned the competition down.
Once again, low ball is out. Take your shot.
Yeah, once we know the cash number, then Parker will put the old count needed in place once again, and then they'll start dropping like flies. Well, there's a 7 count already. Down on lane 13. Couple of strikes there. There's a strike there. There's Brendan Bohn just hanging out.
Please recycle your machines. Bowler number 2, get up and take your shot.
Not a lot of bowler 2s here. We're ready to roll here on 18 and 20. There's 9. There's 10. And do we have a bowler 3? We don't have a bowler 3. There's another bowler 2. And they're feeling it. And I think we're through.
The 7 count is eliminated. Round number 13 is coming up.
Into 13.
To the other lane.
Ha ha!
Please go back to the opposite lane.
Make him get a Parker. Come on.
This round here, low ball.
Oh, low ball eliminated. Yeah, it's got to be getting really close to the number. Players are switching lanes again. And the low ball will be eliminated. 9 should get you through. 8 or less, you're going to be sweating. I don't think I've seen anybody get less than 9 right now. This could be another interesting round for the. We could have a mass elimination here. Wow, this could be mass elimination. Oh, well. Bite my tongue. There's an 8 count, or 7 count actually. Couple 7 counts. Got to be down about a dozen players left. Oh, I guess a little bit more. Big group there. Not many here. Only a couple there, and only 4 there. Apparently the high side of the house is scoring right now.
For everybody to know, 5 bowlers will cash in this event.
All right.
First place is $300.
5 bowlers will cash. That's been determined.
It will be low ball the rest of the way out. Low ball.
Oh.
Bowler number 1, make your shot.
Low ball the rest of the way, according to Parker. Of course, some of these rounds, once we're down to just a few players, low ball could be 9. Well, as soon as I say that, there's an 8 count. There's another 8 count. Oh, there's a 7 count on lane 10. He just hollered somebody throw 6. I don't see that happening. Couple 7 counts, one on lane 10, one on lane 12 here. So we get a couple bodies fallen to the wayside. How many bowler twos do we have? I know there's going to be a few on the high end. Here's a couple there. There's a 9 and a 10, and there's a strike. Do we have a bowler 3 left anywhere? We do have a bowler 3 left. Wow. Oh. Round 15. No, that's it. Nobody else has more than 2 on a pair now. So round of 15 of this eliminator. Once again, oh, there's a 6 count over on lane 29. 6 count on 29, so that's so round 2 bowlers. Knowing they only need 7 or more to stay in. Once again, you can't bowl defensively, but you can. Oh no! No wall shot for the young lady on lane 19. And 3 bowlers going out this round with a 7 count. Oh, we do have a 6 count. Okay. Down on the end, we did have that 6 count. That's right, on 29.
Once again, go back to the other lane on your pair. Bowler number 1, get up and make your
Parker's switching them up. Making them work to stay in.
low again.
Ten's a good way to stay in. 10's the best way to stay in. Ooh, there you see the 8 count at 24. That's going to be a little rough. Mike Voorhees. He's had some excellent showings in this event over the last few years, including a runner-up finish last year. Oh my! And Voorhees is going to be done. 8 count, 4-9. Round 16 in the books. The bro hug for the eliminated.
Walk up to the foul line as we're getting down to the finish line.
Wow, there's 1 bowler on that pair, couple bowlers on that pair, 4 bowlers on these pairs. 1 bowler there. 9 bowlers left.
We'll cash. Some comeback, reset your machines. Bowler number 1. It will be low ball eliminated every round. You are on your own. Low ball, bowler number 1.
Here we go, round 17. If you don't get a strike at this point in time, you're sweating. Because there could be 4 other players that leave ring 10 pins with you, and the 5 of you all be out because the other 4 struck. Once it gets to this point, it's sometimes not 8 counts that get you out of rounds. It's the 9 counts that get you out. As we said, there's a lot of strikes going on right now. And 9 can get you out of the building pretty quick. And I, 9. One single bowler number 2 here. This young lady on lane 20 knows she needs a strike to stay in the competition. Oh, and she doesn't take anybody else with her. 4-9. Yeah. There we go.
In round number 18 coming up right now, low ball will be eliminated. Make your shot.
Everybody fires. I'd want to be up there sooner than later. I'd want to be setting the pace, letting everybody know that, hey, I got my strike. You're going to need 9 to stay in. Right now, looking like 9 can be out. I've seen at least 3 9 counts. I haven't seen an 8 yet. There's another 9 count. We could have that mass elimination we were talking about. Ringing 10s are not a bowler's best friend. Yeah. How many we got left? We may only have 4 bowlers left. If you struck, get out there, everybody. There's one there. There's one there. We have 3 left. 6 bowlers had 9 counts that round. So what's Parker going to do? There we go. Round 18A. There we go. So we have 6 players fighting for 2 last cash spots in the Eliminator. Basically, if you don't strike on the shot, you're done. There's a strike. There's a strike. There's a flat 7. Oh, we got a 6 count on the end. So that bowler will be out. So we have 5 bowlers fighting for 2 cash spots. Round 18B coming up.
Okay, the 6 is out. There's 4 bowlers left. Please recycle your machines and get up and give me your best shot.
Here you go. 1 ball for the scholarship money.
Just hold on 1 second.
We're going to wait till everybody's got a full rack here. Wrap 10, a strike. Yeah, these 2 players on the end. So that wrap 10 right now going to be out unless he gets some help. Ooh, just gets the 7 out. And here we go for Struthers. Gets the strike, so our 9 is out. And these 3 players here fighting for the last cash spot. Round 18C. Dominguez with the strike. Struthers stepping up. Struthers is the strike. And now it's up to Martins. Strike or go away. There's the strike. Let's do it again. Round 18D. Oh, there we go.
The 3 bowlers that are left, you are vying for the title here. First place is $300, second place is $150, third place is $100. Those 3 bowlers that are left, you had a little bit of a TV commercial as you watched bowling. Now you get up to perform your shot. So get on your lane and give us your best shot.
So we got players on lane 16, lane 20, and lane 24. There's your 9 count you see. There's a 7 count. There's 9. So we're down to our final 2.
One more shot left
Yep.
between the 8 count and the 9. The 7 count finishes third. The 2 bowlers left, please reset your lanes. 1 shot for 1 shot each. The winner will stand.
So here we go. 1 young lady, 1 young man stepping up. Low count in this ball. Goes home in second place. There's your strike. There we go. And down on lane 24. I believe that's Morris. Yep, Amanda Morris, who's leading qualifying in the U18 girls after day 1 with a total of +3. She is your shootout winner. So a couple minutes of practice coming up. Our trios sweeper will be next. What an exciting eliminator. Amanda Morris taking home that title and $300 in scholarship money. Trio sweeper, and we'll explain the format coming up next. So here's your format for this trios event. The bowlers will stay on the same pair of lanes. So like I said earlier, if you're going to be watching one particular bowler, you're going to want to click on that link in the description under the video you're watching on the Justin Bohn YouTube page if you're watching there. Otherwise, just if you're on the Parker Bohn III Strike Central feed already, well, just reopen another tab, go back there, and then choose the particular pair you want. Otherwise, click on that link in the Justin Bohn description for the Parker Bohn III Scholarship Tournament YouTube page. Right-click on that, give yourself the old open a new tab, because we're going to have some special guests in the booth, and you're only going to get the ambient audio on the pages. That you'll be watching with the lane feeds, and you know, if we get a chance to talk to a Parker Bohn or Justin Bohn, Brandon Bohn, Leslie Bohn, the other Bohn, Sydney, I believe, is bowling. Let me take a look. I think she's on the roster. And oh, maybe not. So they're going to stay on the same pair. It's 6 Baker games. They're going to rotate lineups. So let's say in the first game, let's go bowlers A, B, and C. So they'll bowl in a traditional Baker format. Bowler A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, then D, E, F. Or then all the way through. So bowler A will bowl the first 4th, 7th, and 10th frames in game 1. Bowler B will bowl the 2nd, 5th, and 8th. Bowler C will bowl the 3rd, 6th, and 9th. Then we get into game 2. Bowler A shifts back in the number 2 spot, and then bowler C goes in the number 1 spot. Bowler B goes in the number 3 spot. So they're basically making it where each player on the team has to bowl 2 10th frames by rotating the lineup as A, B, and C rotate through. And they'll do that after each 2 games are done. They're getting, and the other unique thing with this as well is that they're bowling the Baker on a pair of lanes. Usually you see Baker competition, whether it's it's usually Baker team, 5-player Baker team. You see them bowling on one lane on the pair. They're going to be bowling on both, so that means the first game, whoever's bowling the 10th frame will finish on the even lane, and then they'll flip-flop to the odd lane, and they'll be in the 10th frame in the odd lane once they bowl the 2nd frame of game 2. So you'll see it as it goes along. It sounds a little confusing when we're just talking about it on air, but as things go along, we'll see it as players move, and we'll start going through lineups here. I like to do things a little bit different, as we're going to start on the high end and work our way right to left. And we're going to start on 29 and 30. As on 29, Fogarty, Sim, and Smith. Stowicki, Walters, Wenger on 30 for the starting lane. And obviously, as we said, they're going to be bowling league style, so the teams will be alternating lanes on their pairs. There you see my buddy CJ Sim. Good to have him in the booth last year while we had the Eliminator going on. It was a lot of fun. And CJ with the big wheel. Solid 10 for CJ. So if you want to follow these players, choose that pair feed on the Parker Bohn III Scholarship YouTube page. Let's get over to lane 28, Benware, Carter, Struthers, your threesome. 27, Mayers, Martin, Cunningham. 26, Voorhees, Block, Dominguez. and 25, Chin, Chin, and Hastry. Your lineup on 25 through 28. Over on 21 through 24. On 24, Newell, Boyce, Morris. Stakowicz, and Lesher on 23. Quattrini, Levine, and Lesher on 22. And yeah, Sydney Bohn is bowling. Sydney Bohn, Campbell, and Diaz on 21. Oh, okay. So this is a changeup from what I was originally told. I was told that they're going to be bowling cross lane like league, but apparently they're going to be staying on one lane for one game and then switching to the other lane on the pair for game 2. So they're staying on the same pair of lanes for all 6 games still. Just originally I thought it was going to be bowled league style. From what I was told, it was going to be league style. Now I'm finding out it's staying on one lane on the pair for game 1, going to the other lane for game 2, back to the original lane for game 3, so on and so forth. So they're going to get this fixed momentarily. All right, so let's get the logic behind this. This is a USBC certified event, okay? And with the format being Baker and with it saying that the bowlers are going to be on one lane and switching lanes on the pair after each game, technically, if a bowler went to the opposite lane for frame 2, it's a ball out of turn. It's rolling out of turn because you're technically on the wrong lane. So that's why we're seeing some of these second frames erased, because you have to abide by the dead ball rule, and a ball rolled on the wrong lane, even if you don't know it's the wrong lane, you're just following the scoreboards, it's still a dead ball. So that's why we're seeing these players go back to their original lane for their second frames. And so they will be just switching lanes on the pair. After each game. So 21 and 22 will flip-flop. 23 and 24 will flip-flop. And I could eat Rita's ice cream and Italian ice off a flip-flop. My goodness, that stuff is good. I swear I saw some get in the building a little while ago. If it did, I need to find that. All right, we let our players' introduction get away from us there. Had to go move some equipment, so we got bumped. Lots of fans in here tonight watching their youngsters bowl, and sometimes an occasional purse makes its way where it's not supposed to. Let's get over to lanes 17 through 20. On lane 20, Ochino, Archangel, and Taconi. Your threesome on lane 20. Rikio, Regions, and Lee on 19. Krause, Westfall, Nurse on 18. Germadig, Palmisi, Bennett on lane 17. And we'll make our way down through the group here on game one, and then we'll try to find out where our leaders are at, and we'll stick with them a little bit more inside the Strike Central feed. That's what we usually do for like PBA regional events that we cover. Other tournaments, such as Junior Hall of Fame. It's always a good tournament back in my neck of the woods in Wisconsin. Wisconsin. All right, bring it in. Oh, and I found the Rita's Italian Ice. Pardon me for a moment as I enjoy while you watch some young players trying to strike here on lane 17 through 20 inside of Howell lanes. So one would think we'd see a few more strikes out here tonight, as this is the Howell Lanes house pattern. It's just a sweeper event, so thanks to Frank McDonald in the chat, wishing all the bowlers good luck. And this is the fun social event. Sure, there's some scholarship money on the line. And let's make our way over to 13 through 16. On lane 16, we have the team of Doan, Zerwa, and Hollowan. Lane 15, team of Lewis, Lampy, and Milzarski. Lane 14, Davis, Mitz Jr., and Michelle. Lane 13, Kupala, Heinman, and Lang. If you're looking for your favorite players. And let's get over here to 9 through 12. We'll get them in the beginning of game number 2. On lane 9, team of Masley, Smolnik, and Garofalo just started with 246. So a quality start. And these teams will receive, if their team average isn't a total of 630, well, divided by 3, so let's say, if they don't average out to be 210 a player overall, obviously at Baker you have to take and make a team average out of 3 players and then do the handicap off of that. So 630 team average, 80% of the difference of the 3 players on the team's average, and 630. Subtract that out, so let's say the 3 players average 600. So you'd get 30 pins left. You divide that by 3 because obviously 3 players make up a Baker game. So leave 10 pins, 80% of 10 is 8, so that team would receive 8 pins a game of handicap for all 6 games, 48 pins in total once the total is completed. Bowlers switching pairs and starting game number 2. I mentioned Rita's ice cream parlor and their Italian ice. I'm currently enjoying right now. It's a beautiful thing. See all the banners above the lanes for all of our tournament sponsors. Want to thank them right now as we enter game number 2. Of course, we just mentioned Rita's Manchester Accounting Services, the Storm Youth Championships, Buddy's Pro Shop, I Am Bowling, Brunswick, the Bowl for Life Scholarship Foundation, Tom Russo Photography, Bones Elite Training, and Rev Rates, where we will have our finals on Sunday. And the PBA and PBA junior programs, as if a champion in any of the 5 divisions is a PBA junior member, they will receive credit for a PBA junior regional title in this event. Pretty awesome that the PBA junior team led by Mike Sleds and their PBA affiliate program teaming up with a lot of youth tournaments and youth tournament series to give these young players not just an extra opportunity to bowl, but an extra opportunity to win scholarship money, as all 7 regions for the PBA Junior, which correspond with their respective PBA regions. For the big kids and the PBA 50 players, those 7 regions have their chance at some of the Jim Welch Memorial Scholarship money thanks to tournaments that are part of the PBA Junior affiliate program. And bowlers that are PBA Junior members tonight will receive additional scholarship points. All right, now we're into game 2. Let's take you over to the remaining players we didn't introduce you yet to 9 and 10, 11 and 12. So right now your team on lane 12 is Bocino, Kaplan, and Walter. On lane 11, Durand, Sim, and Anthony. On 10, Masley, Smolnik, Garofalo. And on lane 9, Lau, Collins, and Eng. And that rounds out the 22 teams that are entered in this trios sweeper this evening. So let's give you the rundown here since we're only in game 2. Don't have a lot of standings to go off of. Let's give you a standings through 2 squads of the 5 in total. For this 2023 Parker Bohn III Scholarship Tournament, the 24th edition of this event. Start with the 18 and under girls. Amanda Morris, who took down the Eliminator tonight. Morris, the only girl to the positive after 5 games of qualifying. 1,003 is the total. That's a +3 using the PBA plus minus system. We'll go a little more into detail on that shortly because there might be some people new to the sport watching us this evening. Sierra Archangel at -52, Eliana Ochino -72, and Cindy Bohn at -95 round out the top 4 on the 18U girls division. In the 18U boys, Donald Wu rode the momentum from an opening 256 game to average 212 on the day. He's at +62. Leading the U18 boys. Jesse Taccone second, +59. Braden Massley third at +57. Now Massley's also 4th, but obviously you can't take over more than 1 position in a tournament. Mashley bowled twice today trying to set a little higher score in the second round, which he didn't do. He was only at +54 the second time out, so that leaves Mika Voorhees in 4th overall at +22, and only 8 of our players on the U18 boys today averaging 200 or better in their qualifying round. In the U15 girls, Kimberly Chin, your leader through day 1 at a 165.8 average. For the boys, no players on the boys side averaging more than 200. Closest was Mel Sim. Sim averaged 195.8 today, 10 pins higher than his nearest competition with Ryan Heberkern. Mithrander Luton and Joshua Lamoureux round out your top 4 in the boys U15, and the U12 division is a mixed division, and leading that division is Joseph Adoram. Adoram averaging 160.4 to lead the U12 through our first day of competition. Thanks to everybody that's joined our coverage this evening here from Howell Lanes in Howell, New Jersey. Know a lot of you are tuning in, watching your favorite players. Some of you tuning in just to check out what a fun youth bowling event is all about, and definitely on the fun and social side of things this evening here at Howell Lanes, as the big competition starts again tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Your start for qualifying round 3. Qualifying round 4 at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. And the final qualifying round will begin at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. After that, we'll have the determination of what players will advance into the double elimination bracketed match play on Sunday. And that match play will begin at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. So once again, if you're joining us late, if you're looking for your favorite player or players, as we're kind of bouncing around here, you can click on that link in the description of the video you're watching on the Justin Bohn channel. And that'll take you to the Parker Bohn III Scholarship Tournament YouTube page. And that's where we have all our pair-by-pair streams going to. And you can go find your favorite player there and watch them through the remaining 4 games. Of this tournament. Let's get to a pair we haven't gotten much coverage of so far. As Collins looking to finish for the game of 181 if she strikes on her final ball for her team. But we're into our 3rd game here on 25 through 28. Chin Chin and Hastry on 25. Dominguez, Block, Voorhees on 26. Mayers, Martins, Cunningham on 27. Benware, Struthers, Carter on 28. Take a look here at Voorhees as he's going to be opening the lane up a bit on this Howell Lanes house pattern. And you see how much he liked it when they got near the pocket. You give these young players 3 or 4 boards to hit on a pair of lanes as compared to the board they maybe had a little earlier today. Voorhees had an okay day qualifying. As we mentioned earlier, he's currently in 4th in the U18 boys. Dominguez, not a good day for Dominguez as his qualifying effort left him at minus 150, so he's going to be looking for a little redemption. I'm sure he probably is looking to enter again tomorrow if he hasn't already done so. And the teammate for Dominguez and Voorhees. block hasn't yet rolled qualifying in the PB3. Taking a look around, even though we are on the house pattern, seen a couple of games in the 240s or 250s, but haven't seen any bit of perfection so far, which isn't overly surprising. It's easy as an individual to get a string of strikes going. It's hard to get that team chemistry going to get the 6-7 bagger going in Baker. Holy cow, these games are flying by. Game 3 wrapping up. Gonna get into game 4 momentarily. There it is, game 4. Graphics department getting a little sloppy late in the day. Come on, graphics people. As some of you that might be tuning in for the first time to a 10 on the Deck Productions telecast, I am the graphics department. I'm the camera department. I'm the producer, director, on-air talent, general grunt, setup, teardown. But enjoy doing what I do and glad to be part of this PB3 scholarship tournament for the second straight year in person. A few years we had Justin and Brandon taking some of my equipment I'd ship out with Parker and getting you some coverage. And back in late 2021, Parker and I were talking. I said, I'd love to come out. I'm going to give you my time. I'll let you get the equipment and everything. And, you know, just get me out here. I don't need to fly first class. And I don't need a chauffeured limousine to get picked up. And it's a pretty good time here at the PB3. Glad to be here for the second year in a row, and hopefully many more to come, as this is one of the best events, one-offs in youth bowling that I've been a part of. One of the great ones, got to work with Parker a few years ago. Unfortunately, no longer in tournament rotation is the Sean Yona Memorial in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Parker was there on behalf of Brunswick one year of the tournament. And it was actually fun. Parker got to go ice bowling. If you've never seen video of people ice bowling in Sheboygan, you need to see it. They set up 18 lanes on an ice rink. And it's done for a fundraiser for a local hockey club in Sheboygan. And it's huge. There's bands playing on one side of the arena, and it's an absolute blast. And I've gotten to see some pros try to do ice bowling, like Rhino Page, AJ Johnson, Parker Bohn, Tom Smallwood. I don't think any of them's gotten past a double on the ice bowling. Your ball doesn't hook on ice for some reason. Let's get you a new pair to look at here. Let's get you over to lanes 21 through 24 here in game 4. On 24 this game, it's Stakowitz, and Lesher. Newell, Boyce, Morris on 23. Diaz, Bohn, Campbell on 22. And Lesher, Quattrini, and Levine on 21. And once again, with staying on the pair, you get a pair that throws a few more strikes than another pair. You can see where they'll get a few frames ahead, like you see with the teams with Bohn and Archangel right now. All right, this is rare. A 50-50 raffle. They've pulled the winner, and nobody's claiming it. Someone's not checking their tickets well, or somebody slipped away for maybe a break outside to get some fresh air. But, wow, usually those tickets get drawn for that dollar amount. And it's a sprint up to the control counter to get that money. Oh, they're drawn. Drawn another ticket. Nobody claimed it. Time to draw again. Let's see if we have a winner this time. Anybody going to claim that ticket? Anybody claiming that ticket? You see Sydney Bohn throwing the 10th frame for her team. Well, goes to the well. Doesn't happen for her. So our teams on 21 and 22 will switch lanes again. They'll be entering their 5th game. We're still in game 4. On that paired on the right, 23 and 24. So since we're getting a little out of rhythm between some of these teams, we're going to just take the game indicator down. We're more than halfway through. And we won't have the final results until averages are verified and such. All your results are available all weekend long at PB and then the number 3.com. Actually, scratch that. Parker Bohn, the number 3.com. I don't even want to know what you. Please don't type in pb3.com. God knows what'll show up. I'm sure Parker would have taken that web address long ago if he could have it. And I'm sure as heck not going to look myself, but ParkerBohn3.com for all your standings for this 24th annual Parker Bohn III Scholarship Tournament. It's always good to give a little time back to the sport that's helped you out over the years. And those of you who might be watching the first time wondering, who's this guy talking about the Bohn family and how does he know him and that type of thing? Well, I've been involved with the sport for a lot of years. I'm from Wisconsin. Back in 2007, I started producing local bowling shows for Time Warner Cable Sports Channel in the Milwaukee and Green Bay areas. We did 26 shows a year, about half of those dedicated to youth bowling. And that's where I met Parker Bohn in person for the first time in not at a PBA tournament, being a fan. Actually working with him was at that aforementioned Sean Yuna Memorial. And Parker helped us out a couple other times. We had a great event that was on Time Warner that we did. Chuck Gardner was part of it as well, helped put everything together. We had PBA professionals like Parker and Walter Ray, Tom Hess, a couple other, Tom Smallwood, a couple others that slipped in my mind at the time, that really came out and helped these young players. Sean Rash was one of them as well. Really came out and helped these young players with their TV appearance, and they were paired up in doubles after qualifying with the PBA players on the TV show. So it was really cool that it would Baker doubles in a couple of different age divisions, and it was fun to see Parker in that type of setting. And knowing what he had done here at the scholarship tournament, I asked him for advice, and it was a really great show. We did that in 2013. And then in 2014, Extra Frame, the old PBA live streaming service, came calling. And with my TV background, Mike Jakubowski, Jeff Goodger brought me on board, and it was a great 4-year run with Extra Frame. It was a decent couple of years at Flow Bowling. It had its ups. It had a lot of downs. But did my time there through 2020. The TV shows at Time Warner Cable Sports Channel and Spectrum Sports ended in 2019 due to them changing their sports channels to all news channels. And that's when I decided to get in the foray into the live streaming on my own a little more seriously. Created my company, 10 on the Deck Productions. Started working with some local entities in the Milwaukee area. Started live streaming some PBA regionals once the Flow Bowling contract was starting to expire. And still continue to do that to this day. Last weekend, had a PBA regional in the Midwest in Sussex, Wisconsin, near my home. And it was a PBA 50 event. Great turnout, tough shot. Gary Allstott was the winner. He only averaged 207 for the entire weekend and took down that PBA regional. So it goes to show when you get tough patterns like we're seeing out here this weekend, when you watch the qualifying for the PB3, spares matter. And Allstott definitely proved that throughout the weekend to get his win. And looking to do more tournament live streaming. Not just for the PBA regional level, but events like this with the PB3. I have a great one in Wisconsin coming up in November called the Junior Hall of Fame Tournament. Shannon Lubinsky and her great staff run, once again, another excellent short form event. It's actually a one-day event. And teams enter as youth doubles teams, and then they get paired up with a local Hall of Famer or a local big-time bowling celebrity. And there's handicap and scratch divisions in that Junior Hall of Fame tournament, and it's really fun on the scratch side. We cover everything from the first ball of qualifying all the way through the championship match, just like you're going to see here this weekend for the PB3. And for the Junior Hall of Fame tournament, these Hall of Famers, these local bowling celebrities, some of these guys are PBA regional winners. Some of them have won titles at the USBC Open Championships. And I'll tell you what, you want to see nervous, it's not the kids when we get in these stepladder finals. It's the adults. You know, they're giving their time, they're giving their efforts, and the last thing they want to do is let a young player down when there's some scholarship money on the line. And yeah, the nerves come out more so, I think, on the youth players, or pardon me, on the adult players than they do on the youth players. Let's take a look down. Lanes 13 through 16, we're just getting started with Game 5 on 13 and 14. 15 and 16 just finishing Game 4. So on 13 you have Coppola, Hinman, Lang. 14, Michelle, Mitz, Jr., and Davis. On 15 currently it's Doan, Sirs, and Holohan. 16, Lewis, Lampy, and Nolzarski. And those teams on 15 and 16, once again, they'll be switching lanes after completing their 10th frame of competition here in Game 4. So here we go after 4 games. Got some results in here. Our team at 11 and 12 with Durand, Sim, and Anthony. Your leaders are plus 99. At lane 30, Stawicki, Walters, and Wenger at plus 82. And these are with handicap totals included. Let's check in on lane 12, as they're entering their 5th game. They're just actually starting game 5. So let's get over to our second place team on 30 with Stawicki, Walters, Wenger. There you see Stawicki gets 9 on that shot. In second. Third place, Voorhees, Block, Dominguez at plus 78. That team gets 0 handicap. In fourth, and the last team in the top 4, Stakowitz, Lesher, Stakowitz on lane 23. Mastley, Smolik, Garofalo in 5th at plus 48. Chin, Chin, and Hastry at that same number. They would be the last team to cash. As Parker just made the announcement, they'll be paying the top 6 spots in this sweeper. Now this team here for Stawicki, Walters, and Wenger, there you have your handicap in 35 pins a game. They're getting, what about that conversion right there? There you see the high fives go out. For the Stawicki team. So I was just checking with Brandon Bohn as he's and his team are getting the scores, getting them entered and updated as quickly as possible. And so we will have our winners announced shortly after completion of the round. It shouldn't take more than 10 minutes. They've already verified averages, so we know everything's on the up and up for those teams that are getting handicapped. So we'll keep the mainstream running. Once they're done on the pairs, we'll bring those streams down, but we encourage everyone to stay with us on the feed for Strike Central as we'll get those winners presented on lanes 17 and 18. All right, most of our players close to finishing up here. With their 6th game. So as I mentioned, it'll only be a few minutes. And we invite you to stick around for the awards ceremony for this trio sweeper. Thanks everybody for joining us this evening. And don't forget tomorrow your qualifying squads, in case you're taking off a little early, are 9 a.m., 12:30 p.m., and 4 p.m. Eastern time, as 3 qualifying squads to see who our top players will be to advance in each division's bracketed double elimination match play on Sunday. All right, thanks to those of you hanging around. I know we just finished with our last pair of action. Getting the scores tabulated. And we should have our top 6 announced and the award ceremony coming up shortly. That's the pair you'll see it on right there, 17, 18, 19, and 20. See if your favorite player is taking home some scholarship money this evening. You'll just need a few more minutes to make that determination.
I'm ready when he is. You rubbed it on.
Alrighty, we have the results for our first ever trio sweeper. The combine to receive scholarship money was 1252 with handicap. Lesher, Quantry, and Levine. In fifth place at 1267 was Stakowitz, Lesher, and Stakowitz. Fourth place at 1274, Stawicki, Walters, and Wager. Update on the money. Fourth place was 180 for the team, fifth place was 150 for the team, and sixth place was 120 for the team. In third place, receiving $240 for the team. At 1285, Lewis, Lampy, and Malarkey. Finishing in second place, receiving $300 for the team at 1295 is Duran, Sim, and Anthony. And this year's 2023 PB3 Trio Sweeper Champions, receiving $450 as a team at 1355, Joseph Dominguez, Caitlin Bloch, and Michael Bohn. The players stood at 18 and 19 to receive their trophies. Congratulations, guys.
And there you go. You started tonight on lane 26. Voorhees, Bloch, and Dominguez take down your title here in the Parker Bohn III Scholarship Tournament sweeper for the trios. That's a nice family photo to put on the wall. Well, a temporary family photo. So there you go. That is the end of our broadcasting day. Please join us tomorrow once again as we have a lot more bowling to come. And the Parker Bohn III Scholarship Tournament rolls on tomorrow. Qualifying squad number 3 takes place 9 a.m. Eastern time, your start. Your other 2 squad times are 12:30 p.m. and 4 p.m. as we advance into our double elimination match play on Sunday. So thanks to all of our tournament sponsors. Rita's Ice Cream, Manchester Cunning, Storm Youth Championships, Buddy's Pro Shop, Bones Elite Training, I Am Bowling Brunswick, Bowl for Life, Tom Russo Photography, Rev Rates, and the PBA Junior Program. Getting some extra pictures here. Always a great time at the PB3 Scholarship Tournament. I'm $2 Phil Brylow. Hey, parents, take the kids bowling because you know they're going to have fun for life. And we'll see you again tomorrow. Our start time, once again, 9 a.m. Eastern.